Ano po yung sin? All sin is simply saying no to God. Siguro maguna-una ka ba? Sala, mo yun ni number one. Number one sala siguro nato kanang masayop ta. Number one siguro sala nato nga kanang makalimod ta. Number one nga sala nato kanang matempt ta. To sum up it all, tanan nga mga butang nga nag-say no ka sa Ginoo, that is a sin. Sin says, I know better than God. Ako'y mabuot sa akong kinabuhi kaysa sa Diyos. Sin says, I live in my own ways and make my every choices I want to make. Tanan nga paglimod diya sa Ginoo is a sin. But no matter why someone says no to God, the result is always the same, church. Death. Death is not just what happens when you stop breathing. Ultimately, church, death is separation from God, both now and eternity. That's the bad news. The Bible tells us that every one of us has sinned in Romans 3:23. For everyone has sinned. But today, church, God promises us, He promised us, here's the good news. No one has to die outside God's will. When you say yes to the Lord, you go from death to life. From being separated from God to being deeply connected to God. You are now part of the family of God. He is our promise keeper. Here's the God who promised, spoken by Jesus in John 3:16-17. For God so loved the world that He gave His one and only Son, that anyone who believes in Him shall not perish but have eternal life. God sent His Son into the world not to judge the world but to save the world through Him. Is that a promise? Amen. That's a promise. That's really the good news, mga kapatid. And it is now available to anyone who say yes to God's free gift of life. God is like an oxygen. You can see Him, but you can't live without Him. Tama ba ko? God is so real. Not because your parents told you to do, not because your church told you to believe in Him, not because of your friend, not because of your situation, but you believe that God is real because na-experience mo siya. O na-encounter mo ang iyang gugma. You believe that He is real. Saying yes to God means also you trust what He said is true. Wala tayo laing saligan, ang Diyos lang at tinuod, labaw sa tanan. Amen? Saying yes to God is that you trust that all of He said, that is true. Ang iyang mga plano is the only way to have real life. Both here and now and forever. Sa pagpilit nimo, gipilit nimo ang pagkinabuhi. Na imo ang kinabuhi, padayon sa pagsugod diya kaniya.